Hello there, and welcome, my Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your timeless true love read. It's a lot of ta-ta-tas. True love reading for, well, it's timeless, but doing it in December 2020. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, Venus in Libra. The Archangel of Lions, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you can call me now. Hey, hi, hello, my Libran friends. I hope all is well with you. I hope all is in balance on the path of true love and in general. This interesting holiday season we find ourselves in 2020. It's my honor to serve as a Virgo, but with that, I have Mercury, Venus conjunct third house in Libra, makes me Leo rising. So, you know, I'm a Virgo, so it's like I have to do the Leo rising reading, and then I have to do the Virgo readings. I'm a Virgo, and then there's the Venus and Libra reading. So this is the last one until we hit my Pisces moon. So I feel like this is certainly crossing the Rubicon when it comes to doing these series of readings. But the path of true love reads are really wonderful. The path of true love is your spiritual path, your healing journey, your hero's journey through the relationships of the divine plan in your life, right? Your soul contracts, twin flame soulmates, families, lovers, friends, co-workers, all that jazz, right? Anything that helps you become the true love that you are destined to be in this life. I've been using this example a lot over the years, and I think it suits. When they asked Michelangelo about sculpting the statue of the David, there he is holding the totem. Oh, well, was holding the totem of Apollo there. And they said, how did you do it? And he said, well, I didn't. God created the David in the marble. I just chipped away the excess marble, right? Chipping away that, like, isn't that just a path, a true love, a warrior's path? Which is why I like the way that the guides arranged the reading. The spread, this time there is an extended on Vimeo.com. Link is in the description box. Because I got 10 decks of cards on the table, of which you will get 4 here in YouTube. If you want to jump over to the Vimeo, you are more than welcome to. It's $5 a pop. They've all been really long readings, the extendeds, but very thorough. Very, very thorough. I will say that, Virgo, that I am. So remember, it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're going to do a classic Celtic Cross with 3 cards to help illuminate. All the decks that I read are in the description box below. I think that's enough exposition. If you're new to the channel, I think you get an idea of what I'm talking about here. Let's see what I can get for you. Please focus on your breath. Stay in the present moment. Stay balanced, right? Take what resonates in your energy field more than just what's going on in the mind. Air signs, that's not resonation, that's contemplation, or at least, you know, mental masturbation. It can be, certainly. Was it that, or is it that, or is it that, or is it that? What's going on in here? Now, there is a little trick that I'm playing on you here. Well, it's just how the reading is playing itself out in the 2 different platforms. The Celtic Cross we're going to be doing with the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, my Divine Feminine tarot deck for the internal stuff, the yin side, which is way more important on the path of true love than what's going on the outside ultimately. But in the extended read, we'll use the Mythic Tarot to get the divine masculine force, the God energy, what's going on the outside. Cool. But this is really way more important. And certainly by the end of this, you should know if this is your read or not, or maybe even relatively soon. Ready? Breathe. And by all means, if there's something here you'll like, hit the like button. A little piece of business still thrown in there. Let's do this. Oh, my collective pantheons of angels, goddesses, gods, masters, and the higher selves, 5th dimensional and above, of all concerned. Please, using a Caroline Mace archetype card, what is the dominant archetype in play in alchemy? For the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus Sun on the path of true love, December 2020, or timeless, whenever they are supposed to watch this. This can be their archetype, so their archetype on the path of true love, like the warrior on the path of true love. It could be somebody else they're dealing with. It could be both. And it could be the overall situation, like the title of the story is The Healer or something like that. It could be all of that or some of that. So please, what is the dominant archetype for the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love? Oh, wow. This December 2020, or timeless. Oh my God, you got the angel archetype. Everybody wants the angel archetype, but wait till I read what it actually is in, the shadow and the light here. This could be you. So you're an angel on the path of true love, or you're dealing with an angel on the path of true love. And this is a person, right? This is an actual soul power, an archetype being developed, or you could say the chapter for the path of true love for you for December 2020, your timeless is the angel. The shadow attribute, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others. Now that's a demon. What's the opposite of an angel? Well, it's alchemy. Lead to gold, right? Shadow to light. Falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Well, I think most people struggle with the former more than the latter. How many people say they're in touch with angelic guidance? I am. My middle name is Angelo. By the way, my archangel is Ariel. When I was in my early 20s through Starborn Unlimited, I got my angel name, which is Ellis Stariel. To find out 20 years later or so that it means the shining star of Ariel, and Ariel is the archangel of what? The archangel of lions. Thanks for the name, Mom. My brother's name is Matthew. My great-grandfather's name is Angelo, so I am Mark Angelo instead of Mark. You know what I mean? So the angel has been with me lifelong. It is not an archetype I necessarily carry all the time, but it comes and goes in my life pretty often. It is a divine family archetype. The light attribute, the spiritual power here in the light, helping those in need with no expectation of return. And how easy is that? I mean, today easier, right? When people are really suffering. It's that story of, you know, you get a flat tire on a deserted road and you, oh my God, what am I going to do? And all of a sudden a car pulls up and a guy pops out, or a woman for that matter, let's not be gendery about it, right? Changes the tire, sets you all up. You turn to get something from your car, you give them, and they're gone, right? Just like, gone, right? Angels. We're all angels. The angels are symbolic of the higher selves, but this is a very specific spiritual power archetype, a divine family archetype. Definitely speaks of messages. I mean, the word angel itself in Hebrew means messenger of light or shining messenger. Right? Might be some messages coming in, divine or otherwise. Let's keep going. Here we go. It's tarot time. Daughters of the Moon. I love this deck. I've been reading it longer than any other deck, and I may say I've done more Celtic Cross spreads with this deck than any other in my entire career as a reader, at least in this lifetime. Breathe. You're going to like this. My goddesses of Libra and the element of air. Aphrodite, sweet and flighty, runs around in a see-through nighty. Please, with that angel archetype, sure, that could be about family, that could be about anything. But please, could you give us, my beloved matron this year, Tuliul, your clarity, your guidance, and grace through a Celtic Cross spread. 10 cards, I'll call them out as I go, please. My beloved Aphrodite. Oh. One card in clarity for the Virgo collective sun, moon, the Libra collective sun, moon, rising Venus sign, dealing with this angel archetype on the path to true love, December 2020, your timeless. What is the card that covers them? You are represented by the Lover's card. Oh, fuck. First card down. There you go. There you go. Major life decision. Major trying to align your head and your heart with your throat, right? Your head saying one thing, your heart saying another. Your throat is like trying to balance that out to make a life-changing decision. So you are the Lover's card. You are this decision. You are in it. Now, this is not just a choice, life-changing decision. With that angel in there, with that power going on there, that's heavy. Let's just keep going. My goddess and my Aphrodite, my goddesses, who am I kidding? Aphrodite. By the way, the name on the card, I don't know if you can see it. It says Aphrodite, the Lovers. Work. Really, it's lovely to be a reader. It's also very lovely to be a witch who's a reader, but to be a mystic witch who is a reader. 3 levels of power, witch. Work. Breathe. My goddesses, please, Aphrodite in particular, what crosses the Virgo collective with this Lover's card on the path of true love? 10 of Blades, not the card of betrayal here like we're used to seeing. This is mental resolution. Remember, this is all going on inside of you. You might be playing your cards close to your chest. Nobody knows about this stuff, but you're definitely in a place where all the pieces of the puzzle, all the pieces of the information that you need are coming into play here, so that you can make this decision at least mentally, right? You may still take more of a spiritual bend, an emotional one. Who knows what you're going to actually decide in this decision. But at least you have all of the pieces of the puzzle on the table, right? Which air signs love. I love that. I mean, look, I've got it. Got it in Libra. So I'm very, with conjunct Mercury, I'm very poetic. I'm very verbal when I'm romantic, right? If I don't have all the information, though, as a Virgo with that, woo, it's just too crazy making, right? It's like, don't hide shit from me. Give me all the information I need so that my heart can feel, the heart and the mind can align. What's at the core? Don't you want to know? I do. Breathe. Gee, could I be in this one? Oh, with the Angel, the Lovers, and the Ten of Blades. Yeah, I could see myself in this. Please, my goddesses, you tell us. What's at the core for the Virgo? Keep saying that. The Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path which you love, December 2020. What's at the core? A new spark. The Ace of Flames, creation, the Ace of Wands. So it could be a little horny, could be a little inspired, but definitely like deep inside at the core of this. Now, this also absolutely speaks of a new beginning, hatching in the subconscious, either somebody new, because you do have that Ten of Pentacles closing things out there so that you can make the decision here. But I mean, maybe it's the decision about a new person. This could be a come around. I don't know. This could be a comeback. We shall see, because remember, this is all on the inside. This is what you're experiencing. Heart, throat, third eye, and crown, if you want to give it an energetic chakra reference point. It's plural. What's in the past here for my Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? What is behind them? Us, at this point, feeling like on the path that you love. The Moon. Oh, lots of mysteries and secrets and not having all the information that you need intellectually, so you've got to kind of wax and wane with the Moon. One day you're feeling, yeah, the next you're feeling, nah, I love you, I hate you, and both are true. Both are in the subconscious. Both, if there's unfulfilled whatever's, right, emotional baggage going on here. The path of true love has been very cloudy for you. I love the word occluded, right? It's where the word occult is at the core. It just means the hidden or the cloudy, right? It's like it's occluded. I cannot see. How can I include what seems to be occluded? Such a fun word. Look, you have got two major arcana cards on the table with a 10 of blades in your cross. So we are looking at something here where you have done your best to follow your heart, to follow your intuition in the past, but it brings you to this 10 of blades, the rattle, the passing of the talking stick, that 10 of blades, right? So all the pieces of information, everybody gets to say their thing. This could be a big conversation that's coming your way, but again, this is inside of you. This could be listening very much to, with this card of the Moon, the person holding the rattle who fucking hates this person's guts, the one who loves them dearly, the one that's been hurt, the one that has hope, the one that's lost hope, right? All of these different voices inside of you, which can be emotional, mental conditioning, right? Patterns that you've picked up. If you're an empath, Lord knows I am. Although this is more mental stuff, right? But you're going through you're really coming out of, I would almost say, not a leap of faith, a dive of faith, right? It's water. But there are moments when the moon shines full at the seaside, right? At the water's edge where the path is completely illuminated, right? No matter where you go, the path is there. That's the divine path. You can't be off the divine path. But the rest of the time we can't see it, right? We have to feel our way through that. And it brings you now to make this decision now that all the pieces of the puzzle are on the table. I don't think this is happening right this second when you're watching this, but it feels like that's what's going on in the path of true love when you're doing this, when you're watching this. Please, what crowns? What's the immediate future coming into play, right? The thing incarnating down from the 8th chakra into the crown chakra, so to speak, symbolically for the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus on the path of true love, December 2020 are timeless with this angel archetype that feels so key. Decisions, you've got both decision cards. Now I will say, the Virgo did as well, but different cards. They have the other lovers card with this one. There are two lovers cards in this deck. One that's two females, one that's a male and a female, kind of saying the same thing. But this could be a same-sex thing, by the way, if that is the case, because that's the version of the card that came up, really the two women in the embrace, rather than a man and the woman swimming underwater and giving each other googly eyes. Life decision here, and it is coming to a head in your crown, so to speak. Look at him, cross his arms over his solar plexus, cross his legs. Look, Hokmah, the Israeli desert goddess of the wind, right? It's like being dropped down in the middle of the Sahara Desert. Doesn't matter which way you go, you're at the dead center, but you have to make a decision. This is what's coming. This is what's coming into be, or at least that's what's going on inside of you. Now again, the Eight of Blades in the traditional tarot is blindfolded and bound. In a mental trap, you might feel trapped, but you're more thinking it than you're feeling it. And this is pushing up from underneath this spark, this intensity, this passion, this creation. So interesting that, yeah, you're going to get all the information you need to make this decision sort of in the present, but then what's coming is the actual cutting away. Remember, decide, decision, incision with precision, right? So it's taking one of these blades, Hokmah, one of the 10 spheres in the Kabbalistic Tree of Life. Go look it up. There are different spellings, but this is Hokhma. I've seen it spelled differently. Yeah. It's upper chakra stuff. There are 10 spheres in the Kabbalistic Tree of Life, 7 levels of it for the 7 chakras. Anatomy of the Spirit. Carolyn Mace, go read it. Such a fucking teacher. All right, what's before you on the path? Now, this is a card that can change. I believe the 6 and the 10 can. That's the point of getting a Celtic Cross. So if you don't like where you're headed, unless it's really scripted, part of the golden timeline or just path to true love you can't avoid. But usually that's the idea, like a GPS. If you don't like it, you should be able to look at your present moment, right? What you've learned from the past. Breathe. Oh, my Aphrodite, please. What lay before the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love? December 2020 or timeless with this angel archetype at the helm here. I feel this. There are messages coming in, right? It feels like this angel energy is bringing a message of light, and light and truth are the same symbolically into this rattle, right? There's definitely, whether it's from the divine or someone communicates, but there's this wanting to help in the light no matter what the consequence. Like, I just want to help. I ask nothing in return. Like, I just want you to know this. I don't care. It doesn't matter what you do, but you have to know this piece, right? That is really going to make this decision a bit sharper, perhaps a bit simpler, if not easier. Please, what lay before us on the path of true love, December 2020, are timeless, and it is written. You got the very destiny card, the life weaver, the wheel of fortune, the spider woman, Jessica Drew. We are looking at something that was written into the script of your life before you were even born here. It's time. It's time. It's coming. The destiny, well, this can be a card of fate or a card of destiny. Really, the question of whether you stick with the shadow archetype or move it into the light. Fate is what you can't change. Destiny is what grows out of you as a result. Every little thought, every little step, not to be over fastidious about yourself. Oh, I can't think that thought. It's not going to happen. No, that's not how it works. There are many different timelines here. You want the golden timeline here. The golden timeline is the path of the soul, the highest evolution of the soul on the path of true love, which is a warrior's path, but it feels like you're doing it like an angel. So turn to your angels, in the extended read. Once I get the tarot down, the first oracle card we hit is Doreen Virtue, Healing with the Angel Oracle, the angel assigned to you. So that will play a role. It can't not. All right, very interesting, right? Just the even numbers here. The 4, the 2, the 6, the horizontal trajectory of the timeline, the past, you've got the moon, right? I feel like you felt this out as best as you could intuitively, but there were a lot of secrets and a lot of hidden shit going on here. That brings you to this 10 of blades in your current present situation, the crossroads here, where mental resolution, got it, data complete, but that is you're in the lover's place, really making a decision about that, life-changing decision. Bringing you to the Wheel of Fortune, something that's scripted and destined. It's like you might get different variations of it, but it's heading in a certain direction, right? Because if you're doing the work, right? If you're watching readings, if you're doing prayer, meditate, whatever your spiritual path is, this definitely feels romantic. I mean, why such a major decision? So please, what is their lesson on the path of true love with this Ace of Flames on the inside and decisions in the crown? Mental decisions, please, perhaps even trapped in their own decision-making process because it's Libra. Oh, please, what is their lesson on the path of true love? You gotta be kidding me. The lesson on the path of true love, December 2020 or timeless, at least on the inside. for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs is analysis. The Two of Blades. Now this is your third out of 7 cards that have hit the table that are air-oriented, mind-oriented. So of course as a Libra, but a lot of times people see the Two of Swords as a crossroads. Right? The 2 swords cross. Do I go this way or do I go this way? People will say indecision, but decision to me is element of fire. This is element of air. Analysis. So you're trying to gather more information. Now, I will say, it feels like all the information is being presented to you, but that doesn't mean you take it all at once necessarily. There probably is a learning curve process of processing the information, right? Like, is all the information true, right? Is it perception or is it truth? Is it what people heard or what was actually said? That kind of stuff. So there's a bit more back and forth here inside of you, which does make sense. I mean, you're your sign, right? It's like I got the triple whammy. I got Mercury and Venus conjunct in Libra with a Virgo sun. Oh yeah, lots of thinking, but lots of poetry too. Lots of healing, lots of good stuff, right? The balance of all of that. Big decision here, no question. Oh, watch out, I'm rolling up my sleeves, let's keep going here. From the outside looking in, how does the world see you on the path of true love, at least in terms of the internal energy that you're carrying, right? People get a sense of that. So my goddesses, Aphrodite, please, how does the world see the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love, December 2020, are timeless. Walking alone. That's the vibe you're putting out. Hermit, fine, excellent, right? So you're not letting on. Yeah, you might be coming from, like, maybe you've been keeping your stuff secret and occluded to the rest of the world, but this feels way more like intuitive, magnetic, being pulled forward into this situation with the Ten of Blades and the major decision. But this is your third major arcana card, and the Hermit is really about introspection, going deeper in, further in, and higher up. Last book of the Narnia series is a big repetitive theme, further in and higher up, or something like that. Aslan's country, get up high. Here we've got the Hermit as the Kaliach, the crone, the wise one, riding a gray horse above what looks to be Stonehenge, but we'll just call it a stone circle, right? So still that idea of seeing things from a higher spiritual perspective. Now you've got the angel card. Now it's really hard to do that with everybody else talking to you and everybody else's energy in your energy field, right? So you might, from the outside looking in, people might be, they're a little closed down, they're in hermit phase. And come on, it's 2020. I'm still in my house. I think I've gone out of my house maybe 10 times since January. Just how it rolls. So this next position is kind of key. They all are. Right, you don't want to take an axle out of the car; it still won't work. It won't move forward. It'll move, just maybe not forward. The destiny, fate and destiny, hopes and fears. Because what do you hope for and fear most than the journey of what you're going to have to do to get through, right? To alchemize fate to destiny, light to gold, shadow to light, pain to peace on the path of true love. Breathe. Oh, my beloved goddesses, I'm so honored to be doing this work for you. It's such an honor to be in your presence, please. What is the destiny here, right? Where are they on the hero's journey of the path of true love with this angel archetype going on for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love, December 2020, are timeless, and the devil card of oppression. So your destiny comes right now with dealing with being oppressed. Now, I don't think you are the oppressor here. Keep in mind, this is about fears. But also, like, do you see the woman buried? Like, there's her head there, and there's her, I don't know, she's wearing copy cuddlers. I don't know what she's got going on. I think she's got on flats. I think it's sensible to wear flats if you're going to be covered by rocks. I mean, you know, it happens. But look at the faces. They're all people, right? The little rocks have all faces on them. This could be being held back by others, or the fear of codependency, or fears of what others will think. Right? Well, if I do this, and I do that, and I do that, there's some chain here holding this back. And it is on fear, and it is most likely about other people's stuff. And that's why the information is really important mentally, so that you can say, oh, that's what they're saying, that's what they're thinking, that's what their point of view is. Well, I'm going to analyze this and really probably come to the conclusion that whether I go this alone or not, whether or not I make this decision, whatever it may be. And again, we're going to see what this is more about in the extended. I'm going to face my fears, right? That's the opportunity here. Not to be in the shadow, but to be in the light on this, to do the work, to make the decision, at least to take the information that I'm giving and break chains of illusion, set all things to right, reveal what has been hidden, and bring the truth to light. Now, again, if there is occlusion and deception, cloudiness, maybe someone is really keeping secrets here, then that's part of this oppression. And it feels like the information that's coming through, it's part of the destiny, right? It's going to be like, these things that are holding me back, they are chains of smoke. They're not even real. Outcome, please. Aphrodite, my beloved goddess, one card in clarity for the outcome here for our Libra collective sun, moon, rising Venus signs on the path of true love, December 2020, or timeless with this angel archetype. Now that's two. Rather just, I get it. Could still go either way with two things or one of two ways. Please, what's their outcome? New beginning. Ace of Pentacles inside of you, right? That seed is deep inside of you. Look, you got two aces. So your core is the Ace of Fire, and it will manifest. Now this is inside of you, right? So this will be your experience of a new beginning. We'll see what it looks like on the outside, because what things look like on the outside and what they are on the inside, we know better now, right? Hopefully, right? Especially with the card of the moon going on here. All right, so your tarot has been tabled. Let's get you a Whisper of Love Oracle, Blue Angel Publishing. Brilliant deck, the voices of the higher selves, fifth dimension and above. That covers a lot considering. So take a nice deep breath. Let's see what the higher selves of all involved have to say about this. Breathe. Higher selves of all involved, perhaps my own included, as a Venus and Libra sign, please. One card in clarity. What is a piece of information? Inspiration, insight, right? That could totally be something about to hit the table. That is part of this Ten of Blades, the rattle. In terms of a piece of information, inspiration, or insight from our higher selves for the Libra collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love, December 2020, or timeless, please. What's your message, your whisper of love? True love. This is a once-in-a-lifetime love. True love. This is a once-in-a-lifetime love. Should I say it a third time? Third time's a charm, according to Aaron's spelling. True love. This is a once-in-a-lifetime love. Holy fuck! Wow! Wow, look, whatever's going on here. You had to go through oppression to get to true love. It's how it works. The course of true love never did run smooth. Thank you, Billy Shakespeare. Glad I did you way back then. I was a woman, but, you know, he's quite the get-about. And it's true, there was more than one of them. I don't mean his personalities. I mean more than one person took that name. Sort of like the Avengers, but with theater and ruffled collars. Healing mantra deck, Matt Kahn. Oh, we got some flippers in here. It doesn't really matter. The voices of the Ascended Masters. I mean, this is a biggie. This is a biggie. Well, it's Path to True Love reads. I know people don't watch them as much as the Twin Flames and the Soulmates, but these are the ones that are more important. Because if you don't know where you are on the path, what's the point of knowing if someone's a twin flame or soulmate? Because they're not the same thing. So please. My Ascended Masters of the Path to True Love. Last card down from the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. Oh, Ascended Masters of True Love. What is the perfect healing mantra? Because really, an air sign could get benefit from this. For the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love, December 2020. Your time is with this angel archetype and the true love card on the table with the Lover's card and the decision and the Wheel of Fortune, something scripted, fated, destined. That they're putting out the hermit vibe here. I'll put it all together in the prayer at the end. But with oppression, their destiny comes from dealing with oppression. Theirs or somebody else's, but life-changing stuff here. Oh, please, what is our perfect healing mantra? Please, Path of True Love, December 2020, or timeless. And we've got opening my mind. I allow myself to see beyond my beliefs and ideas. I allow myself to look beyond my beliefs and ideas, to see beyond, I should say. I allow myself to see beyond my beliefs and my ideas. Now, who else got opening my mind? Ooh, Leo got, that was the prostitute archetype opening my mind. This will then be called the angel opening my mind. Work! Let's do this. Excuse me. I got a little enthusiastic. Yes, we are enthusiastic. enthusiastic. Opening my mind. I'm in bare feet. I have very sexy feet. I'm Pisces moon. I've had men worship and tell me that. I allow myself to see beyond my beliefs and ideas. When your mind opens, you are no longer limited by fearful beliefs at odds with your own healing journey. In other words, the limiting beliefs that pop up are part of the healing journey, but that they are there to be healed. And how much you want to bet that has to do with that oppression card, right? With an open mind, you are aware of a bigger cosmic picture. Wait, sorry, they also said yes with that Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords in your crown. Right, kind of entrapped with your own fearful beliefs here. You're an air sign. You guys, this is what you came in to work on. With an open mind, you're aware of a bigger cosmic picture, the life weaver, Wheel of Fortune in the future there, where your personal life ushers in your highest potential by uplifting the consciousness of humanity. That's unity consciousness. It says you free yourself from these chains of illusion, these beliefs and ideas that are holding you back and chaining you, mostly of fear, limiting fear, right? You're not just healing it for you, you're healing it for all sentient life. No shit, that's quantum entanglement. That's why the path to true love is so important. It ain't all about getting your stuff touched. Although, that's nice when it happens. Just had mine touched. As your mind opens, life is not just centered around your personal gains and losses, but shining your light for the well-being of all, wherever you happen to be. Remember, light and truth are the same thing symbolically. This mantra is ideal for ending the inner negotiation with the ego. Well, there's your decisions. Love or fear, if you want to just go there with a sledgehammer rather than a feather. Unraveling self-sabotage. And confronting the inevitability of loss, because that's just how it rolls. There is no gain without loss. There's no loss without gain. Loss and gain, right? Opening my mind. Because if it's like, well, if I make the decision, what if it ends? Well, everything does. But then it begins again. Sometimes, the snow comes down in June. Sometimes the sun goes around. Look, let me give you the prayer here, and this will take a little bit of doing. Take a nice deep breath, maybe 2 or 3. Yeah, one more at least. May the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need on the path of true love, December 2020, or timeless, whenever they are watching this angel archetype may really move them in to be the messenger of light that they truly are, helping those in need with no expectation of return, whether it's within them, within another. In this situation, there is a giving, there is a spiritual power. May they experience that spiritual power as they make this life-changing decision within themselves, resolving all of the pieces of information that appear to be given at the moment, because they were once occluded and hidden, but may this passion within them, this spark of the new beginning, new life within them, new excitement within them, be tendered as they really make the most empowering, loving, wise decisions that they can make, and freeing themselves with the information that's coming into them to roll with the divine plan, how things are unfolding, taking the golden timeline of destiny rather than the leaded timeline of fate, as they take their time inside to analyze and look at and really look at this crossroads that they're at, gathering as much information as they can while they pull back emotionally from people, where they pull back and go deeper and higher up within themselves, confronting their own fears, their own oppressions, perhaps given to them by others, perhaps the codependent bonds of what will they do if I follow my truth and my passion, but that they may be brought to this real solid seed within them of knowing, of experience, of wisdom, to begin again with this new passion within them, making the wisest, most powerful, most loving decision for themselves, for whoever else is involved, and for all humanity. So mote it be. And so it is. Really open your mind. This is true love. But true love conquers all, and it breaks all curses, and it heals all things in time. And we are not on, true love is not on our timetable, we are on its. And there are things we could do to speed it up and slow it down, but going with the flow seems to be the way to go. And sometimes being gentle and resting is the best thing that you can do to speed things up. That's the paradox of true love for you. Anyway, if there was something you liked here, please do like the video. If you want more, please subscribe. If you want to know when I'm putting this stuff up, because these readings are taking a while to do with the extendeds, different camera and all of that, the link is in the description box. Again, we're going to clarify this with another 10 tarot cards. And let's see, we've got the Angel Oracle, we've got the Chuck Spezzano Love Pack, the Kuan Yin Oracle, the Blue Angel Oracle, Archangel Michael's deck, and the Crystal Oracle, which I've dedicated to Archangel Ariel, my personal connection to the Archangels. So if you want, the link is there. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Wishing you all the very best and the very blessed on the path of true love, my Libras and my scales. Oh, I know. Thank God for counseling and therapy and balancing and affirmation and breath work and all that jazz. Hail, my darlings. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed.